Hello guys, it's Mungai Eve. Welcome to the Mungai Eve Show, and of course you're the #1 online TV show. And guys, today I'm having one of the best vloggers that we have in the United States of America. Anajulikana kama Janet Rangi. Amekuja hapa nikaamua nimtafute tupige story kidogo, atuambie inakuaje. She has been assisting people to go abroad, secure jobs when wanaenda pia kusoma. So we are here to have that conversation. Anyway, Janet, welcome.
Thank you so much, Eve, and thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy to see you today. Okay.
Maybe to people who don't know Janet, let us know, who is Janet? What exactly do you do apart from vlogging?
Okay, so Janet Rangi, okay, that is how most people know me. That's my brand. But generally speaking, I do vlogging, okay. I've been doing this since 2016. And the vlogging I do mostly is about helping people to go to the United States and also to go to Canada. Okay, mostly to do with visas, and there are many kinds of visas. We can talk about that. I also help people go to universities and colleges abroad. In my personal life, I'm a trained registered nurse. I went to the United States on a green card, but I went ahead and advanced at the highest level in nursing. So my profession right now, I'm a family/stroke psychiatric nurse practitioner. For those who are in the United States, they understand is the practice of medicine. So generally, that's what I do. I cannot mention my employer because of conflict of interest. Okay, I enjoy my job. But now I'm really enjoying what I'm doing as a vlogger and also helping people. I consider myself an entrepreneur right now. Okay, so I have many titles, and also I'm an author. Of course, if you go on Amazon, my book is there, or my website. I have my book, Janet Rangi. Okay, yeah, American Success Pathways. I've authored that book also.
Okay. Maybe before, Janet anatupeleka mbio. Okay. Maybe before we continue, Janet, you've mentioned that you went to the US as a registered nurse, but right now you've developed interest in vlogging. You're doing so many things. Basically, you're an entrepreneur. I would like to know, what is that one main reason that made you to choose this path?
Okay, so vlogging happened. You know, some things in life can just happen. You know how you go online? I was on Facebook, and then when I started, I didn't go with the intent of creating content. I just went on my page one day, and I started telling people, oh, hey guys, I'm in America, and this is how I came to America. I'm a registered nurse. And then from there, I started giving not necessarily content, just talking. And people started coming, but anytime they asked questions, I would answer. Okay. Now, after a while, I had some issues in my personal life. I disappeared. But when I came back...
Disappeared from on?
Yes, I disappeared online. But when I came back in 2016, around that time, I saw the response like, Janet, welcome back, welcome back. Then I said, there's something here that people like. And then I promised myself that I'm going to be consistent. And so I just continued what sometimes you have to know what the follower wants. And it looked like they wanted to hear more information about America and eventually Canada. And from there, I made it a mission, and I've been very consistent since then. And that's how I started. Yes.
Wow. How did you get the visa? Did you ever get the rejection na tukakataliwa pale kwa embassy? Because I hear such stories. Unajaribu inakataliwa.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Okay, it's a big problem here in Nairobi, specifically, and other countries too. Yeah, for me, I got it the first time. Okay. Now that I help people and I teach them what to expect, I was maybe blessed or lucky. Okay, so I was never rejected. But for me, I went to the United States as a F1 student. Okay, if you go as an international student, we call them F1 students. That's the visa you go with. And then when I reached there, of course, I saw many opportunities. I went to school, and then there was a need for nurses at that point. And since I had a nursing degree from here in Kenya, I had a bachelor's degree in nursing, I did exams, American exams. I passed, and then I was licensed in the state of Nevada. And then from there, the lawyer told immigration, hey, we have a nurse, she's licensed. He petitioned for me a green card through a hospital. And the hospital is the one that granted me a green card. And then eventually, after 5 years of continuous residence in the United States, I became a citizen. So that is my story of how I went to the United States. Yes.
Let's get to your journey of helping people. How did it begin?
Yeah, so as I said, vlogging and those questions, people gain interest and they use the information that I give to go and do for themselves. But that, because the need was so great, people started talking to each other, as you know. The brand started growing. It was not a brand then, I'll be honest, okay, but people started talking about me, and then eventually I just continue doing more research and learning and sharing my stories and getting better and better every day. Then eventually I started hearing them saying, but Janet, I would rather you do for me. I'd rather you do for me. Oh, Janet, do you know an agent? Janet, do you know anyone else helping people? Then I realized this has become too big to the point of now I really need to take that action. You understand? And so I decided to start slowly helping 1 or 2 clients. And that is how I started monetizing my brand, okay? And that has done very well. So it started by me helping, teaching, and even if you go on my website, I have archives of videos, if not in the thousands, where people can do self-help. If they cannot help themselves, then I come, hold their hand, and they just go get any of those packages on my website, janetrangi.com, and that is how I do it. But eventually I started by building myself, giving information for more than 5 years, free of charge. And so many people are coming and sharing stories. I went to Canada because of Janet. I went to the United States because of Janet, in the thousands. We are not talking of small numbers, okay? You know, it's not like 20 people, okay? We are talking of big numbers in the thousands.
In those 5 years, you're just doing it because you love it. There was no money.
Correct. I'm not, well, we cannot say no one is interested in money, but God has blessed me already with a good career. So, and also I understood somehow I was patient. Okay, I do a lot of studies, I read a lot of books, and I knew that sometimes when you want to succeed in life very well, you have to be patient, build yourself. Can you imagine if I was to start, after 2 weeks, I'm already asking people for money? No one would have known me by now. You understand? But since I spend a lot of time digging for more information, seeing the results, seeing how those results happened, collecting enough information and data that I can actually give clients that is based on the truth, okay, then again, it reached a point of no return where just people needed my service. Okay, so you're right. I didn't start with the intent of money. I started with the intent of enjoying and giving people, and people rewarding me with their thank yous. Families coming back and telling me thank you, and that made me so happy. Yes.
Okay, so right now it's a whole business. Correct. You have a team. Right now you're here in Kenya. I've seen you have a team here. You are also telling me that you have a team in Canada. Like, how did it grow to something big that it is right now?
Okay. So name recognition helps. But because I'm in the United States, I decided to open a non-profit, okay? So my non-profit is called Sunshine Hope, okay? So that way I'm helping, okay, immigrants. And then I went to school for immigration advocacy, okay? And combined with that, my non-profit plus the information I have, plus the schooling that I've done, gives me enough credit for me to continue helping. And I'm still growing and I'm still improving, okay? But that is how I did it. But for me, I believe like results. People sharing their stories and coming back and sharing my page and, you know, on all these social media handles. I can say word of mouth is what brought me to where I am right now, to the point of, you know what, now let me talk about my team, because most people when they come to me, they've watched me, like you, Eve, when people watch, they just want to see Eve.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to see Eve, I don't want to see anyone else, but it comes to a reality. I always tell people, if you go in the hospital, the doctor can't do everything. We have to have the nurses taking your vital signs, helping, you know, there are people in the finance, insurance, same thing. So I have a team, okay? Right now, I have a team of 7. You know, I have people that help me in the United States, and my followers know, so you guys can know. If they call and they hear Josephine, they should not be shocked. They hear Bruce, they hear, you know, Joshua or Jay, they hear Ashley, they hear Purity, they hear Sam. I hope I didn't forget anyone. Okay, they should not be shocked. We are just, in the end, like for us who went to me, Josephine and Jay all went to immigration advocacy. So we all have the same information. So that is to reassure anyone that will come calling that you'll get help. My whole goal is to get a timely service. Okay, so even if you don't get Janet, but you will get Janet, I'm always part of those consultations. But in terms of preparation and getting you to where you need, we need a whole team. Okay, and as you said, the team is in America, we have a team in Canada, and I also have a team here in Kenya, all working in conjunction together. Okay, yeah, so we are very big, I have to tell you.
Wow, so you've mentioned Canada, and I've been seeing so many agencies here in Kenya as well, taking people to Canada. Maybe you can tell us, what is that one thing? Ni kama ni season ya watu kwenda Canada. What is that one good thing about the country?
You want my honest opinion? Of course, people want something better for themselves, okay? And these countries offer opportunities we can't deny, okay? Financial opportunities, job opportunities, education. People go there and come back and invest. So the truth is, some of us vloggers like you, the more we go on Facebook, the more we go on YouTube, people get all these things. Personally, I can tell you from experience, so many agents have grown just by knowing Janet. And one thing I know that helps and I'm happy about, I know that if they grew through me and spreading even here in Kenya, they are growing with the right information. Number two, when people are very informed, the fraudulence level goes down because people now have information. They say, you know, did you go watch Janet and here? Okay. So it's a season, yes, but it's because of people like us spreading the message. We have many vloggers also from Kenya and other countries who are saying, hey, if you come to Germany, hey, if you come to Canada, hey, if you come to America. And that kind of spreads people. And, you know, before people didn't know, unless you had a family member or you know someone, it was something hidden. But with vloggers like us telling them, do this, do that, do this, agents are also waking up, and that is, you know, spreading the growth. Okay, to me, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We can't go wrong. Canada is approving more. Sorry if I delayed that answer. Some of my videos, I've been telling them, you know what, Canada is spreading. Canada is approving. Okay, I'll be honest. Most agents watch me, and they'll be honest. If you are watching, you know I'm saying the truth. Okay, most of the information you're giving your clients comes from Janet Rangi, and I'm very happy continue doing a good job. Okay, yeah.
So let's talk about the visas. Of course, you mentioned there are several visas that people can get. Maybe you can share some information on the visas and what someone needs to do, maybe so that when they get to the embassy, they won't get denied the visa.
Okay, so that is a very broad topic, Eve. But I can tell them the most common way people come to America. The most common way is people come as visitors. When you come to visit, there's a law in that embassy that says, okay, anyone coming to the United States has the intent of coming and never going back. So they have to be aware of that. So the embassy is operating with that. They assume that you are coming so you can not go back, and that is like breaking the law. So someone has to know that when you go for a visiting visa, your intent is to go and come back, okay? But when they reach there again, the law allows them to change status legally. And by the way, you know, for the sake of this interview, that will be too much. That is where most people from Kenya and other countries used to go wrong. They would go there, they didn't have this information. They reach there, they don't even have these options. They just decide to stay. So they are always working under the table, illegal, and they never come back home. So they are stuck in that fence, you see. But since I've been telling them, hey, this is the right way to do, so I'm getting a lot of clients who follow me in the United States and everywhere because of that. So visiting visa is one, and they have understood that whole thing. You cannot go with the intent that I'll go and I will never come back. They will not give you a visa. Okay, another way is also student visa. It's also a temporary visa. You're supposed to go study and come back. But of course, if you reach there, let's say you do nursing, America will love you. They love international students. You can do nursing, graduate, and usually when you graduate and you have a license, they will approve you for a green card. So there are many things you can do. Student visa is another way they come. I have so many people in America right now who did agriculture. They are now there as interns. They are there as scholars. J1 visa is big for university students who have not even graduated, and there's those who've graduated, okay? And they come on J1 visas. We have people in hospitality industry, J1 visas. We have teachers who come, J1 visa, okay? So those are then green card. All your followers, they know the green card lottery, but the difference is sometimes they only know the green card lottery, but there are many kinds of green cards, but those are very complex, okay? But basically, those are the most common ways. Visiting visa, student visa, J1 visas, we have something called H1B visas, and then we have different kinds of green cards, okay? People come as fiancés, some are married to American citizens, some come because they've gotten a job in the United States through H1B. Okay, and right now, actually, even me, I know how to help people come on EB3 because I have a lawyer who is helping people. That process is very expensive, but it's doable. Okay, so people, if they want, they can always contact me, which of course you will tell them where and how, and then we can walk them through that process. But basically, that summarizes what I do. We walk people through admissions. Because getting university admissions, college admissions, the exam preparations, we've helped people how to get loans in the United States, because we know people, the most thing they fear is, how will I afford America? And that is why I came in, okay? I went and dug information. I've taught them how to get loans when they reach America, and they can finance their whole education at any cost through those loans. That is huge, Eve. That is huge. It's one of my success stories, okay? Yeah, people going to America and just having enough financing through their master's program, through their bachelor's degree, or through their PhD. Okay.
Wow. Ashley mentioned that you have a book.
Yes.
Maybe you can tell us about it a little bit and where people can get it so that they can be able to get the information that we won't be able to cover right now.
Okay. So I have a book by Janet Rangi. It's called American Success Pathways. It's found on Amazon. And basically it's helping people how to start their journey, how to transfer, and when you reach there, what are you supposed to do to be successful? I even have information there, especially for green card winners. There are many, many mistakes, and I've made so many videos on the mistakes that people make before they go to that embassy. It's a very wide topic when it comes to even winning the green card lottery and how people should prepare themselves before they go to the embassy. Okay, I can just point out one. Some people have been leaving maybe their girlfriend or boyfriend because they fear when they go there, they'll be denied. But what they don't know, what the embassy is looking for is honesty. For example, if you had a girlfriend and you are living together, you had kids together, this is something you can explain to the embassy. Let's say you are a married person and you have children together, but you do not have a marriage certificate. You can fix that. But some people have made that mistake of leaving their wife behind. Some people have made even a serious mistake of eliminating children, and they get denied and banned in the United States forever. And you see how important, those are all things packaged in that book, okay? American Success Pathways by Janet Rangi is on Amazon, okay? Yeah.
Wow, I think there's a lot to talk about. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. But I'd like to know, now that you're here, you also, apart from what you do, you have fans, people who love you. Are you connecting with them, or maybe the schedule haikubali?
The schedule has been very tight. And also remember, maybe you are very young. As you told me, you're still in high school. In 2019, I came here. I don't know. You're young, let's say. But when
just finished.
Yes, so you are very young. When I came in 2019, I learned a lot during that period. I even had a conference at Daystar University. I went and spoke at University of Nairobi with students there. And also I marketed the book. I went to different forums, which I'm not going to mention here, of course. But that trip helped me to learn. I love my followers, but since I have a short period of time, for me, media worked, okay? And I'm hoping that they are watching me. And I'll continue providing a lot of information to my followers because I love them so much. They've been very supportive since I started this. And I'm going to continue to do for them videos, okay?
Do you have a plan of maybe when you come next time, you can hold like a conference?
Yes. It was a lot of work, which I learned from last time. But, when I have enough time, yes, I'm coming to see my followers because I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. For those who know me, they know me. I like saying that, okay? Yes, I'll make time. Okay, I had some personal issues that took me to Ghana first, and then I had to sneak into Kenya, okay, for at least 5 days or so a week, and then I'm supposed to go back to Accra, Ghana, okay, before I head back to the United States. So you can see that is why I am not having enough time to connect with my followers, okay? Yeah.
Maybe as we conclude, what are some of the challenges? Every beautiful journey, there has to be some challenges. Have you gone through any challenges throughout this journey?
That is a good question. You're young, you can't relate.
Why? Janet keeps telling me I'm young.
I have to tell you the truth, eh? Okay. Yeah. Patience. Building a brand is not easy. Okay? It doesn't come, There are other ways you can build a brand quicker, but for me, there are challenges. It's a very lonely process. You can imagine writing a book, starting websites, answering people's questions, taking people's money, and maintaining a good service. All those things are very challenging. And being in the United States and paying bills and having families and all that is not easy. Okay? So it's been a very lonely process. I'm a very happy person alone. Can I say it like that? But I have a family, okay? Don't get me wrong now, okay? Don't get me wrong, okay? Okay? That is not what I mean. But what I'm saying is for me to succeed at this level, I have had to do this alone. Because it's very challenging that anytime you allow anyone that will just even think a little bit less, it can throw you off balance, okay? So I can say it's very hard, but enjoyable, okay, if you know what exactly you're looking for. Okay, but I can say the whole process has been enjoyable. So I don't know what kind of challenges probably you're thinking of. If you had given me an idea, I would know. Okay, no. Apart from just being alone and having a mission and not having people share with me that dream, has been very challenging. Okay, I can tell you, just looking at your help here, I would love to have someone to edit my videos. I would like someone to take my pictures. I would love someone to follow me around and help me with this. That has been very hard because I've built this mostly alone, but I'm very blessed now with a team, as I mentioned before, which I am very, very happy with. Okay, it involves a lot of money. Before you bring in money, you have to lose a lot of money. That was a very lonely process also. Okay, but I'm happy that everything has turned out very well, and I'm here with you, Eve, to share the testimony. Yeah.
Okay, maybe you can tell us, how many people have you been able to take abroad approximately?
Thousands. I always give this example, and nothing against anyone else. That is very good. I have seen NGOs, I have seen even institutions giving people scholarships. Usually they are numbered, like 2-3 people. But when I chose the empowerment route, I empowered so many. My videos, some of them are million views, okay? So that has produced thousands of outcomes. Now, personally, with my own personal, non-profit and what I do as a brand, I think we are edging towards 8,000.
8,000.
To me, those are not just scholarships. These are life-changing opportunities. You can imagine. Yeah.
Okay, so for these 8,000 people, do you get to connect with them, or the story just ends after someone has gone abroad?
So right now, the ones that have come through, I have enough data. Okay, I have data because I've collected, their consultations. I've cried with them tears, and I've seen them successful. So those ones, as I go forward, I realize that collecting data is very important because you have a way to prove yourself. Okay, but reviews can speak for themselves. All those reviews you see on Facebook are very authentic. Every view on my website is from a follower. And I can tell you, the views will speak. The reviews will speak for themselves. Every successful story, if you go and count, you will see that is in the thousands. Okay, yeah, I cannot really quantify, but honestly, I feel like I'm reaching 10,000. Tell me who has given 10,000 scholarships or not.
Okay,
the power of empowerment. Yes, thank you so much.
As we conclude, Janet, one of the challenge yenye imekuwa hapa kwetu in our country when it comes to kwenda abroad, it's people getting conned.
Correct.
Wanaingia kwa agency ambao ni wa uongo.
Correct.
Someone can say, I work with Janet.
Yes.
And maybe show them the videos, and unfortunately some people can fall to those traps.
Correct.
How do you handle that so that you won't find people saying that, oh, I was lied to?
Okay, that is a very good question, and I'm glad you've said that is the reality of this game, because that is a very good area where people believe if they make it, it will change their lives. And so usually they are desperate and they are willing to do anything. The way I've done it, we cannot stop people from scamming, we cannot stop people from doing these things, but what you can do is to be very careful. Like when I'm doing videos, I tell people, if you go in the comment section, you go get those problems alone. But most of my followers and those listening to you, they know how to reach me always. I say, Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com. So they know that if I reach Janet Rangi 67@gmail.com, that is Janet. And when they go on my website and they see my number, that's usually their starting point, okay? And it's true. Before I started this, so many people used to tell me how they lost a lot of dollars, they lost a lot of shillings trying to get all these agents. And so I'm glad to bring a service that is authentic. Receipts will be given. We can't promise always success, but the work will be done. In the United States, we have 100% success rates. Okay, that is one thing. But number two, the biggest that we are trying to help is lack of information. Most people are conned because they don't have the information. Okay, so if you follow me and you have the right information, you'll know the correct website, you'll know exactly a visiting visa is, this is what Janet said about this, but this person is saying this. For me, the biggest is lack of information. When people are informed and they're empowered, they are more likely to do their research and to know the right people, the right person to use. Okay, and me being on the ground, I think people tend to trust me more. okay, because I am telling them I'm a testimony myself, and when I tell them, I'm living the experience. I'm not like someone who is here saying things that they don't even know. You understand? So that one always gives me an edge, and I understand that.
Okay. Maybe because of time, we will finish it at this point, but would like you to mention where people can find you, your website, and also your social media handles.
Okay, so this one we need to pay attention because this is usually a problem, but follow this what I'm saying, okay? The first thing, Janet Rangi 67 at gmail.com. Then number 2, my website, janetrangi.com. Okay, janetrangi.com. Okay, on Facebook, it's Janet Rangi. On YouTube, Janet Rangi. Instagram, TikTok, IG, Janet Rangi. I try to standardize everything everywhere. It's just Janet Rangi, Janet Rangi, Janet Rangi. Okay, for Facebook, you have to go and say it's Janet Rangi, so that they don't go on my personal page, which basically has nothing, but the main business page is the one that is big. They follow me, they will see my videos there. But if they go on that initial email that I say janetrangi67 at gmail.com, they will be helped. Okay, and then that way they'll get the correct next steps and the next steps. Some go on the website and just choose the package. I want a consultation. You will see a consultation. There are different packages. We have silver, we have gold, we have platinum. You just go under the description. If that's something you trust now, you've heard from the source, you'll be helped.
So basically someone can even choose a package. Just go on the
website and choose our package. Our website has never had any problem. It's very authentic. It's American run, okay? If there's an issue on that website, usually it's on the client, not on our end. So I can reassure the payment systems are very safe. Yeah, if someone believes in it, it will work.
So one can even choose a package whereby they will get information. You really don't have to be traveling for you to get the information.
No, you don't have to. I have people in the United States who just come and say, Janet, I arrived. I want to plan my life in America so I don't do mistakes that I've seen people. And then they just go and choose the consultation. They come to me and then I plan for them. We plan family, we plan education, we plan, how they are going to stay legally and everything. You understand? Yeah, so there are many reasons that people come for that consultation. Yeah, so that is usually our starting point. But there are some people who want to avoid that consultation because of costs. If you know the package and you just go straight to the package. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Janet. I really appreciate it. It has been a very informative session. Guys, those of us who want to go abroad, I think this is the right chance. You can get to her social media handles. I'll list all of them in the comment section. You reach her out, consult. Amesema kila kitu nataka information. The whole of this thing, most people used to be conned because of lack of information. So what you need to do is reach out to her, check out her YouTube videos. You'll learn a lot, and make sure you subscribe to her channel. We meet in the next video.